Ben Cartwright is seriously wounded as he and Hoss seek help in fighting the vengeful Morgan brothers, only to be confronted with cowardice later at 7:30pm on Bonanza. But first, sit back and relax with the Thamesmen.
Sweetie, how are you doing?
Oh, God, darling. Fine. How are you?
I
do apologise, everyone. He calls me Sweetie because there was a Google text that came through and it transcribed, I don't know how, but it transcribed George's message as hello, Sweetie.
Maybe it was like, hello, sucker, or hello. I wonder what I said. I can't remember why I would, whatever.
I don't know. I haven't listened to the voicemail, but I quite like it that you call me Sweetie. You know what I mean?
Anyway, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
My name's Alex. I'm in Colorado. You reached the Thamesmen, and you're welcome to join us. We're the reaction channel that, you know, we love to have a little chat. Keep update, tell everyone what we've been doing. Just join us like you're down the pub, and then we'll listen to a good tune.
Exactly. It's hanging out, having a bit of a chat, listen to some music, and I said I'm in Los Angeles, but can you guess where I've been?
Los Angeles? No, was it Joshua Tree?
It's a cactus. Well, I suppose
Texas.
No, I've been to Arizona.
Arizona.
I've
never been to Arizona.
Don't. Oh no, it's lovely. It's lovely.
Don't piss everyone off in Arizona. It's so nice you bought a hat.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, oh, actually, someone bought it for me, which is very nice. But it's Arizona is hot as hell. It was like I was in Scottsdale, and I cannot understand how anyone could live in that place because this was beginning of October, and it was over 100 degrees, and it's like that. It's like ridiculous. It's a madness.
I know. Anyway. I read somewhere. I think it was maybe Texas or whatever. They just hit the 54th day over 100 in a row. You know.
I mean,
good.
But okay, we have air conditioning now. We have cars, and we have all those things.
Well, no, actually, there's a social divide, isn't there, on air conditioning? Those who with and can, and those without. So there is a social divide now. So the poor get hotter, and the rich get cooler.
Right. But I mean, take it back 50 years, but before they invented air conditioning, or 60 years, or however long ago it was, or maybe I don't know how long it was, but. Yeah, can you imagine like being one of those people who was like setting up a mining camp in Arizona, and it was like 110, and just how are you? I mean, we have it. We must be really soft nowadays because those guys and ladies, and then they'd come across in a wagon train. It's absolute madness.
I know. We have got soft. We have got soft. They were harder back then. You know, they'd go off and fight a war. And then they come back with one leg and set up a mine in 120 degrees or something, you know.
But they'd only lived till they were 45, so there's always that.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah,
so,
but you know, it's like caveman. You know, it's just like he's there. It's like I exercise, I eat organic, I don't eat much gluten. I still die at 12.
Exactly. And he's had 3 kids by then.
I know, but it always makes me laugh. I'm going to do the caveman diet as well. But yeah, fucking die at 12 from a mammoth foot.
I don't think so. Yeah, not a good thing. Anyway, why are we here? What are we here for? Do you know?
Guitar God. We're here for a Guitar God, which is absolutely fantastic. So Chris has set this one up. Okay. It's Johnny Winter. What do you know about Johnny Winter?
I know bugger all about Johnny Winter because that's why I'm here. It's like to see things I've never seen before. Do you know anything about Johnny Winter?
I do know a little bit about Johnny Winter, and I'm not being mean. This is all I know about him because Dad's played with him a lot, and I've seen him. He's an albino.
Ah, really? Okay, all right. And so he's from Albania, then, is he?
Yes, that's it. He eats sausage all day. And it was amazing he had time to learn guitar.
Brilliant. But we have notes, so we can actually learn some more, don't we? Chris has given us a whole bunch of notes. Should I read them? Should I do the reading?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I hope he is albino. I really hope he is albino. And he's not just, pale. I thought he was albino. He could just be like, have a suntan like an Englishman, in Spain.
Should we see if the notes give us any clues?
Yeah, fingers crossed he's an albino.
And fingers crossed we don't have a bit of a laugh and then he's dead. So, because that's never cool. Anyway, so Johnny Winter began recording at the age
of sunstroke.
Okay.
He's bloated on holiday.
Can I? Yeah. Anyway, Johnny Winter began recording at the age of 15 in 1959, playing blues guitar. He was invited in 1968 to come and jam on stage with friend Mike Bloomfield and Al Cooper, and was spotted by Columbia Records talent scout and signed on to the largest advance ever at that time of $600,000. Initially playing only blues, a change of band saw him move into a rockier territory, but it was always underpinned by his love of the blues. He often played with his younger brother Edgar, who had his own successful career. He played at Woodstock and also famously produced Muddy Waters, 3 Grammy-winning albums from the 70s. He had the honor of being the first non-African-American performer to be... That might be a clue, mate. He was the first non-African-American performer to be inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame. This B.B. King song was on his first album, the self-titled Johnny Winter.
All right. Well, I haven't seen the video, but keep a close eye out, right? And let's try and work out. We're here to react to the song, not to work out if he's an albino or not.
But okay, look,
God, that must be tough.
But he's not African American, so
he's not African American, is he?
Yeah, we just said in the notes there. It said he had the honor of being the first non-African American performer. So
he's non-African American.
Correct. So that would suggest that he might not be, as you would call him, Albanian.
He's not Albanian. He's albino.
Okay, all right. Should we see? Right. Should we watch the video and see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Check the eyes.
Okay. Are you ready, sir?
Okay.
Johnny Winter, Be Careful with the Fool is the track. Let's try this out. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Be careful with a fool. Someday they get smart. Be careful with a fool. Someday they get smart. Treat you so cold and silly, Lord, it will hurt you to your heart. Can't you remember, Lord, what a fool I used to be? for my sin now.
Wow.
Very cool. Very cool.
That was proper blues, wasn't it? That was just straight up
absolutely authentic. Yeah, absolutely authentic blues. That was a complete bluesman.
Yeah, it was.
His work.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a little bit more information I can see from what the video was. It was a Danish TV show that was in 1970. And he was playing with Tommy Shannon on bass and Uncle John Turner on drums, apparently, just for a bit more information. So,
I tell you, where was it? What country was it in?
Danish, Denmark.
Well, I don't think we did it. Denmark. Yeah, I tell you, that crowd was absolutely horrendously dead.
I was wondering about the crowd, and that's why it kind of explained a lot to me, really. You know, it was a TV show of the 70s where people were not allowed to move or groove. They had to just sit there very still. Otherwise, it get blurry.
They were Danish. They were Danish who were contemplating furniture. You know,
they were. And mid-century modern, a bit of design were they going on? Yeah.
Heavily into nice curvature of mid-century modern on the armpiece, totally overlooking there was an albino playing authentic blues up top. He is an albino. I looked it up in between.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I felt so bad. I've seen him live. a couple of times.
Okay, right.
And I always thought he was. So I quickly looked up. I don't want to be mean or go on about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's just got very blonde hair and blonde eyebrows, really, you know? So, yeah.
Wait a minute, I'm going to check. I'm going to quickly.
You're a bit obsessed with this, I think. Can we talk about the song?
Yes.
Oh, I tell you what,
yes,
why don't you do that? Why don't we just get the scoreboard ready? Because I think it might be time for...
There you go. Oh, my God. I think both him and his brother.
Can we move on?
Spreading. I'm ready. I'm ready for scores.
Are you ready? And it's time for...
Yes.
Scores! Oh.
Ta-da. So I'm so sorry to go on about this, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so sorry.
And we're gonna get over this. But my friend here, in between, while we're putting the board up, the electric scoreboard. My friend's confused because he doesn't think that white people can be albinos.
Because they're white. They're white
he
already.
Thought Johnny Winter was African American.
And then when I read the notes and it said he was the first non-African American, I thought that solved our dilemma.
Because white people can't be albinos.
Because they're white already.
No, I mean, there's white. There's white with blue eyes.
Okay, right. I'm white with blue eyes.
Right, but you're albino. If they're completely albino, they have no pigmentation. No,
a bit like you.
No, I've got some up there.
Oh, I see.
But,
go.
But so white people can have. What's the word? Oh God, we're so stupid. Albinism. Is
probably
that a verb?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you think he was African American?
Well, not after I read the notes, because then the notes said he was the first. You see, that's the source of my confusion.
What? The note said that he's the first non-African American to be in a Blues Hall of Fame.
Correct.
Why would that stop him being an albino?
Because I'm not going to go there. I'm not. Look, can we do the scores? We're here for the scores.
Yes. Sorry.
I'm sure our readers will just tell us what our readers. Well, we read their comments. Our subscribers.
Back in the 1950s now with our complaints about albinoism.
Yeah, maybe that's how it's going to work. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, for those who don't know, this is our scoreboard, laser scoreboard. We clear it down every once in a while. We pick numbers between 0 and 10, and they end up on a board. It's highly scientific, and Yeah, it's a point of controversy. But so seeing as you're such an expert on this, I think you should go first. What do you think your score would be, sir, for Mr. Johnny Winter?
Right. Well, I'm going to split the score up. Right?
You do that. You just like, yeah, okay.
No, actually, I was going to split it up for authenticity.
Okay.
And I was going to split it up into guitar playing.
Okay.
Because he's from the mold of music that we're both familiar with, which is one verse that is an excuse for a guitar solo for 20 minutes, right? And then you come back and finish with one more verse.
Okay.
I like that. I love a good guitar solo.
Uh-huh.
So authenticity, he wasn't mucking about. He really was a bluesman, absolute extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And also his guitar style, I think he's criminally underrated. I think he's super fast. Not the fastest. I mean, there are some other guitars out there, but I thought, what am I? Got myself into a hole. Out of 10, I'm going to go for a 7.
A 7. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Okay, all right. Okay, so I thought, blues, straight up blues, absolutely fantastic. The tone of the guitar, his finger work. He was picking away. It was and like his little runs up and down the fretboard, fantastic. I loved it. I wasn't really paying much attention to the band, but I don't think that was really the point of that. They were solid and they did their thing. The only thing you mentioned, he had played with your father, and obviously your father played with Alvin Lee, and Alvin Lee does set a kind of standard. And Alvin Lee, I remember doing that sort of vocalization while matching it to the chords and things. And
I know,
and Johnny wasn't as
style.
Yeah, and Johnny wasn't as up for that. His vocal, I think, when he was singing the words, and when he was announcing it was good. But when he was just sort of doing that kind of, I'm going to vocalize the same chords as I'm playing kind of thing, he kind of missed it for me a little bit. I mean, I couldn't do any. God damn it, I can't even pick up a guitar. But so I'm going to go I think a 7.5 is my score. Is what I reckon. Because I love the blues, absolutely love the blues, and so it's great. So,
and that's who I was comparing him to, was Alvin Lee.
In your head,
because I think they're in the same genre and they're doing the same style, and I felt that he was a little bit sloppy and a little bit slower than Alvin Lee.
It's hard to beat Alvin Lee. Let's face it, though. That's a pretty tough one. Anyway, so what did you say? 7? I said 7.5. Let's fire up the computer. That gives us a 14.5, I think, doesn't it?
Superb.
Okay, so how does that measure up on the magical laser scoreboard?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it's a big gap. We've got to fill in the gap. Look at that.
Who's Johnny in between?
He is just pipping off and back at the post, who's got a 13.6, and he's below Battles Atlas, 16.5. So, so I think,
Actually,
okay.
I thought Offenbach had better guitarists.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Maybe not so much authenticity, but cleaner.
Yeah. But then we couldn't get around the vocal because it was anyway, doesn't matter. We're not going to what's the word? Litigate that case, sort of thing, are we? So,
absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. Right. Well, that was really interesting.
Well, if there's any more Johnny Winter, and we will shut up about...
You will, or I will?
I will.
Okay, go.
About... if there's something I know he did a song, I think it's called Frankenstein.
Okay.
I think it's that. And ladies and gentlemen, do help me. Isn't there an epic track out there called Frankenstein by Johnny Winter? If so, write it down there. And if there is a link, because I think I've seen it once and my friend hasn't seen it, if there is a link, pass it over as well.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. Well, that was a bit of education. So thank you very much. I learned many things today and showed what an idiot I am.
And I'm with you. We're on an idiot boat going to Idiotville, a one-way. I think this video might never see the light of day. Talking of which. All right, I'll see you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
Bye. Bye.